then y'all ain't even, they ain't even got handcuffs. They got these men like
and then y'all
surrounding
the fucking baby.
Got the baby crying. Y'all fucking wrong for that shit.
Y'all got kids like y'all both as hell, man.
We gotta eat camera so y'all hurt this man.
And y'all the hood, man. Y'all, we should fuck y'all up.
Man, look at their face. They mamas is immigrants for sure.
What the fuck is wrong with them?
His ass definitely some type of Hispanic.
It's two Mexicans right here, bro. That's what it is.
Look, they taking the mama too. No, don't take her from her baby. Don't take her from her baby. They ain't trying to take the mama.
Bro, it's y'all
don't
crazy.
Take her from her baby.
Bro, y'all ass bogus as hell.
Don't take her from her baby. They bogus.
It's y'all job.
They trying to take the mama now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What you're about to see is a video earlier today in Chicago by, I would say, like the northwest side. It's a video of ICE agents wrangling a family, and they are getting real aggressive on the father while another agent is holding a child and restraining a mother. It's just an unfortunate state of affairs, and what, you know, this government and this department is doing to anyone and everyone. I mean, whether you're a citizen or a non-citizen, what their tactics and everything else is just heartbreaking, and it's unnecessary. At the end of the day, it's just unnecessary. But, you know, take a look.
Black Americans, the news I am hearing is not good. It is very disappointing. ICE is now picking up Black Americans. They are now picking up Black Americans. Watch these videos and then I'll be back. I'll tell you what to do. Watch this video to the end. Then you will see what I'll tell you at the end of this video. I don't want anything to happen to you. Okay? Just watch these videos.
So, guess who's on the deportation train now? Yeah, African Americans. Yeah, we're next. Y'all are next. As a fully 100% white American, I am of European descent. I am not an African American, okay? Trust. You don't need to come check me out. I'm honky-dory. I promise. Yeah, only African Americans are getting deported. Oh, why is the front of my hair fried up? Oh, don't worry. No, I'm one of the European Americans with curly hair. Trust. Like, seriously, I'm so white. Like, what? I'm so white. I mean, I can prove it. Watch. See, we got a little spice. Little spicy. Oh, that's enough. See this? That's hot. Oh my God, I need water. Oh, it's just so spicy. Oh God. Like I'm literally, please don't deport me, please.
So this just happened yesterday in Chicago. ICE raided a apartment building primarily occupied by African Americans in Chicago. I am not hearing enough people talk about this. There are people that have no idea that this is even happening. You need to share, repost, comment every single video that you see on this topic and spread awareness about it. And people that have the privilege to speak out on their platform, please do. This is very clearly escalating. This is very clearly a violation of constitutional rights. We are all worried about the wrong things right now. I don't care about Nicki Minaj's beef. People's livelihood are being threatened right now. We have regressed so far in not even a year since Trump took office. It's unbelievable. My page is not centered around politics, but anybody that knows me knows I'm a political person. If anyone knows of any protests or anything going on in Atlanta, please DM me and let me know, because I am largely in the dark on this stuff. Those type of things do not make it through the algorithm. We are quite literally losing our rights as American citizens. People are not concerned enough about this.
Man, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? Check this out. These people still talking about us as Black Americans, FBA, indigenous, whatever you want to identify as on this land, that we will be deported because of what's going on in Chicago. I'm seeing a lot of videos. I'm gonna play some videos throughout this whole video that I'm making about all these Negroes talking about y'all gonna be deported. I told y'all been talking about y'all can't be deported. Y'all gonna be deported. They detaining black people out there in Chicago.
I told y'all came from me in my comments. You told me, oh, we're the 92%. Haitians don't like us anyway. And everyone who said that, I said, you think that the Border Patrol give a fuck if you Haitian or not? You think they can tell the difference? We all black to them. They don't care.
Neighbors like Ebony Watt.
Now listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Tell me a time in history where we never been detained as black people. Let's take ICE out of it. When have we not been detained? Why black people acting like this just a new concept that black people never been harassed by the police? That black people just never been just walking, minding their business, and police just never detained certain black people in America?
For every black American that got on the internet and this app and refused to talk about what ICE was doing and what is going on in our country, because I don't really care about the Hispanic community because they don't care about us, which is BS.
Tell me that. I've been detained plenty of times in my life by the police for nothing. But guess what? I never been deported. Okay? I never been deported. Then they using Chicago as an example, talking about they snatched people out the house. They detained them for over an hour. Some of them don't know what happened. But check this out, though. Check this out. I do not agree with white supremacist terrorism on my people. I do not agree with what Trump is doing to the black people in Chicago, what he ordered to do to the black people in Chicago.
ICE is now going after and detaining all black people in Chicago, including black Americans, regardless of your citizenship status and regardless if you are native to this country.
Right. These black people getting their homes ransacked, getting woke up in the middle of the night, being harassed, threatened, right? But guess what? They are not being deported at the end of the motherfucking day. They are not being deported. They're being detained. Or maybe someone they got detained, they ran their name, they found that they got a warrant, they go to jail. You know what I mean? There are plenty of people every day that's not getting pulled over by ICE, that's not being harassed by everybody else, that be detained, they run your name, you go to jail. Okay? A lot of people been detained for something, and then when they ran, they said, oh, you know you got a warrant out there, you know you got a traffic ticket out there. Oh, you know you got this type of warrant, you go to jail. But guess what? You're not being deported. I'd rather go to jail for a warrant because I was detained and being harassed and me being upset and mad, lost my job, everything. I lose everything. Than them deporting me to Uganda, to the Congo, to Nigeria, to them bad countries of where black people at. I'd rather go to jail shit, for a warrant before I go be deported to the Congo. You know what they doing to folks out there in the Congo? You know what they doing to folks in Nigeria? You know what they doing to people in West Africa, even parts of South Africa? But we will not be deported. Don't let them use this detained. Because you're going to hear a lot of this. Detained, we're detained, we're detained, we're detained, detained.
And if you are a black African American, if you are just brown or a POC, you are now immediately a target for ICE raids. In case you ain't know, them folks done ran up into an apartment complex in the middle of Chicago, and regardless of how them folks spoke, regardless of where they said they was from, regardless of how they appeared, they got thrown into a van and sent in for questions.
It don't matter. We will not be deported. And most of these people that making these videos is tethers, is black immigrants. It's black immigrants. These black immigrants can't make me feel bad because they're getting detained and sent off. You can't make me feel bad like that. Don't be deceptive. Don't lie. That's all y'all do is lie. Lie, lie, lie. Why y'all lie so much? Huh? Just because Trump is getting on you, we ain't got nothing to do with it. We sitting back and chilling. And for my people that's been harassed in these states, man, my prayers and thoughts be with you. Keep your head up. If I had the money, I'll send it to you. So you can't repair everything that's destroyed in your home. But at the end of the day, black people, tell me a time in history where we haven't been racially targeted in this country. We always been racially targeted in this country. I've been racially targeted in this country. I lost things in this country dealing with these white folks. But I never, ever, and will never be deported. Y'all would never be deported. They might have scared the shit out you. They might have inconvenienced you. They might have did a lot of things, black Americans. But you will not be deported. It's these immigrants that are scared. They're looking out the window, feel like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. They think ICE is watching them. All right? Y'all stay strong. Shout out to my people in Chicago. Y'all be safe, and I love you.
ICE is now going after and detaining all black people in Chicago, including black Americans, regardless of your citizenship status and regardless if you are native to this country.
Lives in this building, and she says she was detained by ICE agents overnight, and she says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me did I have any warrants, and I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out for them, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizen App video shows the chaotic scene overnight. Neighbors tell us there were dozens of ICE agents. Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. That's all.
It appears that ICE agents have been targeting black neighborhoods and specifically apartment complexes where they know majority of the population of those buildings are black Americans who are native to America, ergo American citizens. This was a threat that was told to us by Kamala Harris and many people that he would send troops after citizens and that he definitely would do his darndest to go after Latinos first, Asians second, and then us. Stay vigilant, stay safe, because who knows what's going to happen. The Governor Pritzker is fighting against Trump now, pushing back on Trump sending in the army and the military, which he's still planning to do. But ICE agents have ramped up their efforts in Chicago over the last couple of days because of this, including now black people.
Alright, I ain't never been Mr. I told you so. So with the news of the Chicago ICE raids, I'm still not gonna be that. But from now on, I need y'all to understand, if you are a black African American, if you are just brown or a POC, you are now immediately a target for ICE raids. In case you ain't know, them folks done ran up into an apartment complex in the middle of Chicago, and regardless of how them folks spoke, regardless of where they said they was from, regardless of how they appeared, they got thrown into a van and sent in for questioning. Some folks didn't get out until 3 a.m. and that's for the older elderly women. That means that is an illegal search. That is an illegal arrest, going into your property, search and seizure, and then sending you in for questioning. And if you had a warrant out for your arrest, you're not getting sent back. That is not normal. That is not okay. That is civilly unrest. So with that news now being understood, all the people in Illinois, I'm sure you know by now, but the governor informed everyone to record everything, to narrate everything, to look at badge and to look out for a badge number and document that too. So for all my African Americans, I need y'all to understand, if them folks come up to you for questioning and they do not give you a badge or a badge number, you do not have to comply. I'm gonna say that again. I'm not telling you what to do, but this is something we've seen in our history. They already sent in national troops to Memphis, so it's quite clear that they are now attempting to police us in very illegal measures. They already got spyware going on and all that. But what's really more important right now for you to understand, there are plenty of resources online and you need to go into that, look at it, and figure out what to do whenever you are potentially questioned by ICE. Also, what's necessary is if you are someone in a city that you're unfamiliar to, you don't got family there, you don't got anything of the sort, there are plenty of organizations there that are based on immigration advocacy, that are based on African American solidarity, that are based on just being a POC or regardless of what you identify as. Go to that and make that your community. It's time that all of us, we need to be more caring and more cognizant of each other's existence. Watch out for the next man's back, watch out for the next neighbor's back, and just be a little bit more understanding of everyone around you. Get to know your neighbor if you don't. Get to know their name. You know what I'm saying? It's time that you actively do a little bit more to be paying attention of the safety of your neighborhood. Because right now, what Trump's doing is targeting any major city that is potentially outspoken, and any major city that got black people. And you need to be cognizant of that. Do as much research as you can so you know what to do in case you get questioned. And please, 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 once again, if you see your neighbor potentially at risk, find some people that don't look like ICE agents, but potentially could be a dupe. Make sure it is known that you are there bearing witness, and let that next person know if they aren't identifying themselves that they don't have to comply. Just make sure you are safe. It's a lot of grifters out there. It's a lot of bounty hunters, and it's a lot of people out there getting ready to take advantage of the situation. And I'm not trying to fear fearmonger, but just informed. The illegal arrests and the search and seizures and the lack of warrants going on, that ain't gonna be sustainable. But right now, remaining informed is the best thing you can do, major city or not.
So word on the street is that apparently Monday night, ICE infiltrated an apartment complex in Chicago and detained a bunch of African-American citizens. And everybody's acting shocked. And my thing is, since the beginning of this year, you can go back. I've been making videos about ICE and immigration, and I've had countless people under my comments, African-Americans like myself, saying that doesn't affect us. Yes, it does. It always has. The underlying intent of all of this has always been to get rid of us. They had to get rid of everybody else in order to get to us. I don't think people understand that. It's always been the intent of this government to attack the African-American citizens that live within this country. Because let's be real, they cannot tell the difference between us or a Jamaican or a Haitian or an African. They just see a black person. They don't care. I've been trying to tell people this since the start of this administration. Don't nobody want to listen though. Oh, it's not going to affect us. Yes, we were always the target. We were the intended target from the start of this. So everybody, y'all, you know, especially in the city areas, y'all need to make sure that y'all have y'all documentation on you. Also, lawsuits need to start getting pushed out. But I wish that my community would have taken action sooner, because I've been saying this. But I'm about to go pick my child up from school. But yeah, y'all be safe out there.
I think we're entering the darkest hour for Black America ever. I do think that what we're about to enter is going to be worse than slavery. And the big reason for that is because people aren't even aware of how unfree they are at this point in time. We are actually all more fucked than Assata Shakur, like all of us. And like I said, I've been on a watch list since I was 13. I'm not gonna go into why that is, but I've been on a domestic terrorist watch list since I was a child. Assata Shakur was also was labeled a domestic terrorist, and Trump just signed an executive order to basically label all of us on this app as domestic terrorists. But what's even worse is that right now we actually have less organization, less movement, less capacity, less commitment than at any point in American history. Because people think, well, as long as I get money, I'll be fine. They're gonna run up in your fucking job, sis. They're coming in your job to snatch you. And I don't talk about this a lot, you know, because being a Black woman with foresight, much in the same vein as Octavia Butler, I've been telling y'all this since 2020. Like 2019, I was like, oh, pattern recognized. Handmaid's Tale is actually not as bad as it's going to be. Because Handmaid's Tale is actually just what it's going to be for, like, wealthy white women. Do you guys realize the rest of us are going to them camps? And the craziest thing is y'all are like, they're not going to get me, they're not going to get me. They're going to get you. You don't even know how to survive in the woods. How the fuck do you think Assata got to Cuba? Like, how do you think she physically moved her body to Cuba? How do you, like, you don't have not a singular survival skill. You're not a part of a single organization. You don't have no friends. You are a worker drone. You're a worker drone in a country that has decided that you're a domestic terrorist. You can't put your head down any further and avoid the scrutiny of Big Brother's eye. His eye is on us all, you guys. And it's frustrating. Here's what I'm going to say. I've been feeling called to leave social media. I no longer see any value that this app has, and I encourage all of you to leave social media and go outside. That, I think social media is actually hindering us from movement building, from actual organizing. It is taking too much of our time. It is distracting us. It is distracting, because even organizers think they need to be on social media to reach people. No, that is not what the purpose of this app is, and it's not going to work in that sense. I think all of us need to wake up. It's time to, like, snap back to reality, and get serious. Because once you tip the scale, which has been tipped, but once you tip the scale from, if I do everything right, if I assume a submissive position, if I do not resist, and if I go along to get along, I will still be captured by the state. you now have no choice but to, you have to now resist. I'm not going to say too much, but that is where we are. Or be content to die in the camp. Those are the only two options. And I think it's really hard for humans to like process like long-term situation, reality. But like if you're not leaving the country, if you don't have at least $75,000 in cash right now, you cannot get out this motherfucker. I'm telling you right now, you're stuck here with us. And yeah, if you don't have the money to leave, you're stuck here. You're gonna get either captured or you're gonna, like, that's it. Like, that's it. Because none of us are, they have a record. They know who is a Nazi and who's not. And most of you are not Nazis. So you're gonna end up in the camp. And this is a country that has no problem committing G-sides. I need y'all to wake up. We are at the point where all of us must either commit revolutionary suicide or prepare to go the way of that young woman in V for Vendetta. I'm giving you as much game as I can give you. Okay? That's it, that's all. That's it. There's quite literally only two options. And I need y'all to choose. I need you to make a choice. Today. Today's the day. If you were looking for the day of, oh my God, are we gonna do it or not? It's today. Today's the day.
Black people, good morning. ICE is detaining African Americans in Chicago. I got on here a few months ago and I told black people we need to stay out of them ICE protests. I maintain that because we're not operating under the normal rule of law. ICE is being used in a way that it has not been used before. And you staying out of them protests is you not making yourself an easy target for whatever is going on. They're detaining people, trying to find the immigrants to then take them away, but they're taking us in the process, and they're also releasing us. We're getting news reports of people getting detained and being released. I don't know what comes after that. You'll probably hear reports of people being detained. They might have a warrant or something like that, and they're probably going to end up being transferred from a detention facility probably to a jail. Maybe, I don't know. But don't be shocked if you hear some stuff like that. Point is, don't make yourself an easy target. I know it can happen anywhere, anytime, for any reason. But the point is, don't make yourself an easy target. You got a job, go to work. You got time off, take your time off, go to a different city. If you can, obviously. Stay vigilant.
So riddle me this. So as African Americans are being detained in Southside Chicago, in the middle of the night, everybody's asleep, crack ass of fucking dawn. And you get woken up by guns, AK-40s, whatever the fuck, in your face, automatic weapons in your face. You get detained and they telling you nobody can leave unless you have a warrant for your arrest, even if it's immigrator related or not. If you have any warrants, you're not leaving. They detain children too. And then when the kid was crying, and the lady was like, why do you have to zip tie those kids? One of the agents said, fuck them kids. So, make sure y'all buy y'all body cams to my African American people, to my Sulan people, to all the immigrants. If you can afford it, it's like $10, $15. Get a body cam. Get a body cam, get a dash cam. Y'all. What would you have done in that situation? To be in that situation is to feel absolutely powerless. You're being zip-tied by random masked men who are holding automatic rifles in your fucking face. Telling you you can't leave until they find out who you are and if you have warrants. And you haven't done anything wrong. Let alone had a fucking speeding ticket. And you're just minding your fucking business. America is going to turn into Gaza.
I made a video on TikTok that was a reaction to black people saying this is not our fight when this whole ICE thing came around. And it wasn't all of them, it was just like a small portion. And so I made this video saying this is a reaction to what they were talking about, and then I gave my little spiel, and a lot of people got really angry at me. They were telling me that I was racist. They were saying that I needed to apologize to the black community. They were saying that what I was saying wasn't true, that they weren't deporting black people, but they were. I never said black Americans. People got that confused. Anyways, I never cleared it up because I'm like, are you guys not reading what I'm reading? And now, this week, it's been announced that now black Americans are being taken by ICE. And it's like, this is what I was saying all along. I was saying, like, they're going to start with the Latino community. They're eventually going to move to the other minorities. They were already taking Asian people. They were already taking other black people. Like, it was only a matter of time until they started taking black Americans. Like I told you guys.
ICE is detaining black people in Chicago. Do you understand? We told y'all it was going to start with Hispanic people and immigrants, and they were already going after Haitians, already going after my people. So I've been saying this, but like they're now detaining, ICE is now detaining black people in Chicago. They just raided a whole apartment complex. Ain't that crazy? They raided a whole apartment complex. And it didn't matter what you were doing in your apartment. You had people roll up in your house, detain you. And if you had a warrant out, they kept you. That's like, what are you doing in my house in the first place? They're detaining black people in Chicago. So, okay. All right. So what now? When does when do we stop working and start working? You know, like, because I don't understand, like, what do we do now?
So now that children are being zip tied and brought out of buildings, black children, not immigrants. And I've just seen like in another state that they're jumping black men. ICE agents are jumping black men in parks in Tennessee. Matter of fact, I saw that in Tennessee. It's no longer. Have they lost the plot? I mean, because they literally tore a fucking building down in Chicago, broke all the windows, arrested all the residents, put them all in jail, and then said, we will release you if you don't have a warrant. What do children have to do with warrants? Why are children being zip tied and put in a chain gang situation? I can't say what I want to say on here. It's giving KKK. And what do we do with the KKK?
If you, your friends, your family, or anyone you know is undocumented, this is a huge update for you. Starting tomorrow, ICE is launching a new operation called Freaky Friday, where they are picking up unaccompanied children, age 14 or older. They're going to be putting them in detention centers, and after they are released, they will be sent a threat letter. These children will be offered $2,500 to go back to the country of origin, and if they don't comply, they are threatening their children by saying that their parents are going to be detained and held in custody. There are indications that ICE is going to lower that 14-year age to 10 years old. So be careful if you are sending your children to school, things like that. Keep that in mind, that ICE can detain your children going forward. If I hear any updates from the legal community or the immigration community, I will keep you posted. Please, after watching this video, reach out to your attorney immediately and ask them for a Know Your Rights packet or something that your child can carry with them. Make sure it's in their backpack, in their pockets, and anywhere that they go, so that way they know what to do in case they are detained by ICE.
I'm not surprised that ICE is detaining black people in Chicago. This has always been a movement against minorities, not only against us Latinos. And it's white supremacy coming into fruition. We know that this is a mass attack on everyone that is not white. So I'm not surprised at all. And this is why, you know, the young lords and the Black Panthers marched back in the fucking 60s and the 70s, because we knew that our causes were one and the same. And we knew we need to do the same fucking thing. Black people and brown people and Latinos, we need to unite. We need to understand that this is a full frontal attack on all minorities. It's going to get really fucking bad. And you have the governor of like fucking Chicago and everyone saying, hey, make sure that you take pictures of these people when they're doing these illegal arrests, that you're documenting everything, because this is like full-on Third Reich shit. It's getting really bad, bro. We need to win the midterms next year. If we don't do that, this dude is like a maniac. Trump is like full-on crazy at this point. And all their MAGA nutjobs are supporting him, and it's one of the saddest things in the planet. But yeah, black people, be aware of it. We need to work together because this is not looking good. Que tengan buen día. I'll keep you guys posted.
Unclothed children and black people, U.S. citizens, were detained by immigration. Yes, this happened on September 30th at around 1 a.m. in the middle of the night. These children were ripped from their beds, sleeping, and thrown in vans thrown in rental vans, and detained. Naked, DHS claimed that this brutal raid targeted members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. This was at 1 o'clock in the morning. These kids that lived in this apartment building will be traumatized for years to come. 300 federal agents from FBI to ATF, which is the alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and explosive, and border control. Helicopters landing on roofs. People jumping out of the helicopters. This whole theatrical, horrific scene in the middle of the night. A 67-year-old man, a 67-year-old black man, U.S. citizen. And there were other individuals who are black who were also U.S. citizens who were arrested, according to CBS. Okay? This man, Roderick Johnson, ripped out of his home. U.S. citizen. He was held for 3 hours until they let him go. 4 U.S. citizen children ripped out of their beds in the middle of the night. They didn't even allow these kids to put clothes on. Are you kidding me? And they're U.S. citizens. According to WBEZ Chicago, these federal agents were kicking down doors, ransacking apartments, throwing people's belongings from the apartments into the hallways, trashing their apartments, breaking everything in the apartments, breaking the doors. These people are U.S. citizens that they were doing these things to. I couldn't care less if Venezuelan gang members are deported, arrested and deported. But what the government is doing is horrific. It's traumatizing. It's brutal, it's aggressive, and it's wrong. It's just that simple. I will keep you updated on this. I don't know how anyone can think that this is okay. I'll keep you updated. Please like, follow, and share so that I can continue to provide you with content, and I appreciate you being here.
Now, ICE is targeting us. They jumped a black man in Tennessee. They're arresting black men in Chicago. And they had our children zip-tied. And if I'm not mistaken, one of my mutuals talked about how they said they were going to let them go if they didn't have a warrant for their arrest. But why are children being zip-tied? Black people, I need y'all to hear me and hear me good. These people want to see your blood. They are going to bring 1,600 to 2025. They already had men out here that don't look like us dressing up as ICE agents, going and kidnapping some of the Hispanic women and essaying them. What do you think they're going to do to you? What we going to do? Because fighting back is not an option. That's going to end up bad if we go up against the military. There's a reason, black people, they made sure you would not have a military. So when they get back on their transatlantic slave trade energy, you can't fight them back. This is not going to end well.
Y'all telling me that there are black people out here getting taken by ICE? Black people. Americans. What? It was already bad enough of what was going on with the whole ICE raids and stuff like that. Was just insanely crazy. Like, I've never in my life seen the things I've been seeing for the last year or months about ICE. And now y'all going into homes and you're taking black people. Make it make sense. And the crazy part is, I don't see a lot of outrage. We wonder why. You wonder why. I have done blocked so many people from social media. It is ridiculous. People that I thought were cool. People that I thought were my quote, hey friend. Really my associates, because it's real. But I have blocked so many people within the last month and a half now. And you're telling me those that say, I love you, Sierra, and all this type of stuff so much, has not yelled out anything. They're silent. And once again, people are silent. Once again, people are silent. I don't know what's going on in America. And I'm just trying, I'm just trying to be a good citizen, live my life for the Lord. You know, be with my husband, possibly one day have some chilling. I don't know about this America, but possibly one day have some chilling. And just, enjoy life. But I'm telling you right now, I ain't one of them. I'm not one of them. I go completely unhinged. I am not one of them. I'm sorry. Y'all not about to snatch me up out of my house. Y'all gonna have to come in. And when you come in, and the whole time the internet over here crying about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I can't care less about any of that. It's been going on for 3 days, and then within the 3 days, it's been a government shutdown. Your boy out here posting AI Reaper videos online. Just people going fool. And I ain't supposed to be sitting outside of the Super Bowl for Bad Bunny, which don't even make no sense because Puerto Ricans are Americans and black people are getting raided by freaking ICE in Chicago. But y'all worry about stuff going Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. What was that? Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Y'all not paying attention. Y'all not paying attention.
Open your eyes. What is happening? We are in the Lord of the year 2025. What is happening? I'm tired. I'm through. I'm tired. I go on vacation again on tomorrow. And I'm so glad because I get to get away from all social media and all news outlets and all political views because I need a break. Holy crud. Y'all enjoy y'all Friday.
I don't even know how else to say this, but ICE is detaining Black people in Chicago right now. Not tomorrow, not a rumor, right now, and the governor already said it. Record everything. Narrate it, ask for badge numbers, and if they refuse, you still get them on camera. Because we all know, if it's not documented, they'll pretend it never happened. But let's be real, we warned y'all. We said if you ignore what ICE was doing to immigrants, if you stay quiet because it wasn't your community, they were going to come for us next. And here we are. Nobody listened. Nobody believed. And now it's happening. And honestly, it just feels like nobody ever cares until it touches them personally. Like we've been screaming for years that this system doesn't stop, it only expands. And still, silence. So yeah, I'm saying it again. Whether or not it's your people, whether or not they look like you, this is not okay. It was never okay. But it's happening, and it's happening to us now. All we can do is record it, speak on it, and hope somebody finally cares before it gets even worse.
What's up, y'all? As I am making this video, ICE is currently rounding up Black Americans, African Americans. I'm an African American, right? I have been trying to scream from the rooftops to all the "this is not our fight" ass niggas that this is our fucking fight, bro. Y'all niggas was tripping. I'm not gonna lie. All the niggas who was talking about this is not our fight, y'all look dumb. Okay? As a Black anarchist, I instinctively know that all hierarchical power structures seek to reinforce other hierarchical power structures because that's how they maintain their hegemony. Capitalism intersects with transphobia, which intersects with xenophobia, which intersects with nationalism, which intersects with classism, which intersects with ableism, which intersects with anti-blackness. And all of these intersectional hierarchical power structures reinforce what you could call like the mega machine, the system, basically. There is no way that there can be xenophobia, and that's not going to spill over into anti-blackness. Our citizenship, first of all, the concept of citizenship is arbitrary. It could be removed. The state can remove it at any time. But historically, we have not been considered citizens. It's like a new development in America's history. So to think that our citizenship is so, strongly protected is naive. It's naivete. And I've been screaming from the rooftops that this is going to happen. Oh man. And yeah, they're literally pulling over Black African Americans in Chicago, arresting them naked in the middle of the night in apartment complexes. And this is going to happen all over the country. This is going to happen where I stay. So what we can do right now is just try and talk to our neighbors. Talk to your neighbors, bro. Talk to your neighbors, bro. If y'all live in the hood, most likely you talk to your neighbors at least once or twice. You talk to your neighbors at least once or twice. You know who they are. You feel what I'm talking about? You feel me? Talk to your damn neighbors, bro. Like, if you can, talk to your neighbors, bro. That's the advice I'm gonna give everybody right now. Talk to your fucking neighbors. Get to know y'all neighbors. Like, I know you pass them here and there, like whatever. You feel me? Just, it's time for us to get together. Like, this is only going to get worse. It wasn't gonna just stop at the immigrants. Even if it did stop at the immigrants, I still would be against it because it's just like immoral. And I don't think human rights are conditional. I think you can't have, if like one demographic's human rights are up for grabs, then everyone's human rights are up for grabs, right? But like, I've been trying to tell y'all boys this was gonna happen, and yeah, it's happening. So everybody was talking about we finna rest. Nah, that's dead. That is dead now. It's that time. We need to get into that mode. Y'all boys need to get into that mode. Y'all need to start taking shit serious. At the very least, y'all need to be talking about this with your friends, family members, loved ones, etc. Like, it's time to get into that mode. Because it's just gonna get worse. They finna bring the National Guard in every single Black neighborhood across the country, guaranteed. Miami, Overtown, Liberty City, Opelika, that shit's up for grabs. Broward, Liberia, Sistrunk, that shit's up for grabs. Like, I don't care where you're at. If you're in Florida, I'm telling you, it's coming here. It's not just gonna stop at Chicago. It's coming here too. It's coming everywhere. In the South, forget it. You feel me? So anyway, it's just pissing me off that all this is occurring. And yeah, Black radicals have been screaming from the rooftops that this shit was gonna happen, and it looks like it's happening. So we just need to get in that mode.
I made a video telling African Americans to get their passports, start saving their money, and get ready to get out of America. And y'all were in the comments like, you gonna fight, you gonna burn this place down, you gonna fight for your rights, da 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 da. What y'all are not really understanding is that Black people were not enslaved for 400 years because we didn't fight. People fought a lot. When the mass power is in charge, when they're the ones with all the weapons, all the guns, all the power, there's nothing that you're going to do. It's when they decided, or a good amount of them decided, hey, you know what? Okay, we can let these people out. We can let them be free. But that's not the energy that it's given right now. With what is happening in Chicago, they're pulling people out, African Americans, pulling people out of their buildings in the middle of the night. No, there's nothing anybody's going to do. The president is not going to stop it. Y'all see what the Democrats are doing with all this stuff going on. Absolutely nothing. I told y'all, get y'all paperwork together just in case you have to leave. And y'all was told about y'all ready to fight. So y'all enjoy that fight. I will be stacking my money up and I will be getting ready to leave. Because anybody with common sense can see what's happening in this country. Y'all just think, okay, in the next 4 years, we'll vote him out. That man is not going to be voted out. I'm telling y'all. He's not going to be voted out. And a lot of y'all have no prayer life. You don't pray. You don't talk to God. You don't know what is actually happening. I have been having nonstop dreams about what's going to happen in this country. From natural disasters to just human beings being psychos. Y'all can't see the times. You worried about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. For me, I'll be working my 2-3 jobs, saving money. Finishing up my little degree, finishing up my 3rd degree, and I'll be getting out of here. So congratulations to y'all.
Okay, so I'm never one for an I told you so, but Kamala Harris has all the right to say I told you so. ICE is now currently, allegedly, well, I did see a video, so I can't even say allegedly, but ICE is detaining Black people. I repeat, they are detaining African American Black people in Chicago right now. They are actively detaining African American people in Chicago right now. They are detaining Black people. I keep saying it because I cannot believe it, y'all. This is what? They're saying they're being very aggressive. There's supposed to be a video going out. I haven't really seen it, but I just been seeing these news reports and these other TikTok videos about it, and this is insane. They are also saying this is all a part of Project 2025, which I do strongly believe because I did read about that. This is really insane. We are living in a simulation right now. There's no way this is actually happening. Because where exactly are we supposed to be going? All the Black people, the African American people that were born in the United States, in all the family tree leads up to all the people that were born in the United States until like who knows how long ago. But all those people come to the front because where are we supposed to go, y'all? Any ideas? Drop the low, please. What?
So ICE is now detaining African American citizens in Chicago. Let that click to you. ICE is now detaining African American citizens in Chicago. They are saying if you get detained and you're an African American, get the badge number, get the information, get everything of that such, get all the appropriate information that you need. Because what the fuck do you mean you're detaining an African American? Where are you taking us? Where are you taking us? Africa? Where are you taking us? To detain an African, and then, okay, I don't want to hear all the people saying, oh, you guys are saying that when ICE was taking the Mexicans. Y'all, come on now. It's okay to confuse a Mexican, and that's not supposed to be in America. It's okay to get a little confused. They don't know. Maybe. But come on. Like, it does not even make sense. And it's even funnier because Chicago is one of the cities that don't even comply with the ICE requests with the mass deportation. Chicago don't even comply with that shit. They're not even all for it. But it's like I said, it's okay. Okay, they was doing a mass deportations for the Mexicans with ICE. I understand that. They was a little confused. I'm not even with that. I didn't vote for that shit. I'm not even with that. Hey, if I feel like if you escaped and you made it here. I'm not even for deporting any goddamn body because if they here, they here. But it's like to be deporting African Americans, where the fuck is you taking them, heaven or hell? There's not too far that you can take us. Y'all hear about this shit? The fuck wrong?
Project Esther, Project 2025, what's happening in Congo, what's happening in Palestine, ICE detaining people because they are brown, to now ICE detaining people in Chicago, Black people in Chicago because they are brown. Their struggle is our struggle. We've been trying to tell you guys this. Their struggle
is our struggle, and this is why. You can see everything is connected. It's all connected. They are learning from each other. They are in the boardrooms collaborating with each other. How can we pick the people up that we do not like and eliminate them? Basically, it's happening right now. Look at what is happening. If you haven't already, you have to inform people. If you see this video and you've said nothing to anyone, if you didn't know, I'm not shaming people for not knowing, but it's impossible to not know at this point what's going on. It's impossible. You're willfully ignorant or you just don't care. And both, honestly, aren't okay. We've been telling you guys their problems are our problems. And I'm specifically talking to people who look like me, who've got on this app and otherwise and said that's not my problem. They don't care about me, so I don't care about them. It is your problem, and you should care.
Get back! Get back! Get back! What are you arrested for? Hey, if you spit, yes, sir. Hear that? Yes, sir. Alan, date of birth. Date of birth. What's your name? Date of birth. What's your birthday? Help me. Alan, date of birth. 9/1/99. What's he being arrested for? Officers, one of you guys, what is he being arrested for?
They're using immigration as a pretext, exactly the fuck like I said they would do. This is why we said citizenship is on the ballot. They chose 10 p.m. because that is where you have maximum occupancy in a residential building to come in there, no fucking warrants. So the due process shit is out the window. You're supposed to have probable cause to enter a person's home. All that shit's out the window now. This is an attack on our communities, on Black people. To separate children, to zip tie children, that is barbaric behavior. And this is why you can't only care about citizens and, well, that's how they treat immigrants, because they don't give a fuck about your citizenship or your humanity. So they are traumatizing people, they are terrorizing people, and they are detaining people overnight. This is a school night. You have children separated from their parents. And like I said, with these checkpoints, remember we talked about the checkpoints in DC and they're supposedly ICE checkpoints. But remember how I also pointed out that if they are running background checks on you, they're not just checking, oh, okay, you got your real ID, you a citizen, oh, you got your birth certificate, okay. No, they are hunting for reasons to incarcerate Black people. They don't see you as a person they have to do their due diligence for. When they make a mistake,
They do not take any kind of efforts to rectify it. The property damage that they did, they're not going to come and say, oh, okay, well, here's the check. Here you go. No, they go, y'all assed out. So they destroy the property. They take things. That's now left for these residents to be burdened with. These are people's homes at 10 o'clock at night. What kind of urgent law enforcement business is needed for an entire building? This is like when Nino Brown took over the motherfucking projects. I forget the name of it, but the building
in New Jack City.
in New Jack. This is New Jack City shit. But this is real life. This is real fucking life. And there is unchecked power. With that being said, I said in 2023, when I was on Chicago radio, and I mentioned this earlier this week,
Yes,
the
you did.
thing I heard on the radio, trans immigrant. We have to be careful about taking political action that we think is punishing the they, them, the others, because you should always know that shit is going to boomerang right the fuck back on us.
Put her away. Pull her away. Suerte. Suerte, señora. Suelta a la niña. 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 No estoy haciendo nada. No estoy haciendo nada. No estoy haciendo nada. No estoy haciendo nada. Open the door.
Back. Move.
I know some of you are shocked. Some of you might have seen this video somewhere. Some of you might have heard about them, right? That is the way I'm equally shocked, right? But then, these people are unpredictable. They can do anything at any time, at the dime minute even. Now, why am I saying this? As Black Americans, you don't want to face those disgrace, right? You're not ready for war yet, right? You're not. I know we've done so many videos here. We've said these people cannot come for Black Americans because you're Americans. But right now, we don't know what the tactics is. We don't know what their plans is. But the thing is, what do we do? Now, here's my own suggestion. My own suggestion is that you all should just be very careful and stay at alert, right? Get your passports ready. Save up. If you can, please, save up. This thing has happened in just Chicago, right? If it starts happening frequently, then start looking for an exit. Look for places you can stay, right? And see what will happen. I don't want you to go to that detention, or whatever it's called. I don't want you to be taken to that alligator Alcatraz, those detention rubbish, right? Because looking at this thing, it really means that these people they really want to do something to Black people. Do not forget their awakening is real. And they are in power. They are still in power, right? They are not taking this lightly. And again, do not forget what happened to Charlie Kirk is what they are still holding. Because if you notice, after the death of Charlie Kirk, a lot of things have changed. And that is why I want to beg you, my brothers, my sisters, please look for an exit plan. Make sure you have money. Make sure you have your passports. It is not worth it even going to that detention camp to stay for 2 days. Look at the kind of insults. Look at the way these people are being beaten like arm robbers. Look at the way they are treated. Black Americans are now being taken by ICE. Let me sound it again. No this and no peace. This is no joke. And this particular administration don't give a damn about the Supreme Court, nothing. What I want you to do is be safe first. Make sure your family is safe first. Save everyone that loves you the trauma. Do you hear me? And then, after that, we'll now know what to do from there. What do you think? What are your suggestions? Do you think these people will not go beyond Chicago? Do you think they're just trying to cause a kind of uproar? The thing is, if they're jumping on you guys too, jump on them too, just like the Haitians did. Come out and protest. Jump on them too. They're going to run away. Do not take this lightly. Do not take this lightly. It's me, Blessing, on Global Jesus with BJ, your sister always. I love you and I'm praying for you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.